Well, we are seeing a high decibel campaign here in Hyderabad as part of the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections, and I'm in conversation with Kalvakuntla Kavita, who's an MLC and also the daughter of CM KCR. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. Ma'am, we are seeing you campaign extensively in Gandhinagar. How confident are you? Because all your MLAs and your ministers are out there campaigning. How confident are you of a victory this time?
We are very confident. We were at a 99 last time. This time we are sure we'll hit a century. So we are as confident as hitting a century, because the people standing all around me resonating only one and only one thing, saying that we need a safe Hyderabad, good Hyderabad, and Hyderabad is safe in KCR's hands. Why should we give it to anybody? This is the sentiment right now in Hyderabad. So I'm sure we are going to win.
When you talk about BJP as an alternative, how worried are you for your party and for Hyderabad as such if they come to power?
See, I'm just worried about my people. This is a state which has, which has struggled quite a lot in the last 60 years, and parties like TRS have fought tooth and nail to make sure this becomes a state. And once it became a state in the last 6 years, it has just been a 24/7 job, just trying to make sure the state is on the right path. Now that we are on some path, making progress, making name for ourselves in the country, across the globe, the BJP now walks in, just waltz in, trying to basically disturb the fabric of Hyderabad here and tarnish Hyderabad's name. So we're not going to stand aside, just keep watching it. So we are definitely going to fight tooth and nail. We are going to tell our people that this is not a party which is our well-wisher. This is a party which is only in love with the chair, not with the people. So this we will definitely make sure our people understand, and we will make sure that BJP will lose very badly in GHMC polls.
The TRS has very categorically said that the MIM is their biggest enemy in terms of the GHMC polls. But is it absurd that even though they're contesting only around 50 seats, you still consider them as your biggest rival?
No, we do not consider anybody our rival. If you look at the last time figures, TRS is the largest party, MIM is the second largest party. Yet MIM is contesting in limited seats, but TRS is contesting in 150 seats. So that is a scenario that you should look at. And BJP is at 1 or 2 right now and claims to become the largest party. So they have to basically go from 0 to 100, which seems to be, not at all possible. So ultimately, end of the day, every party here in Hyderabad, TRS, MIM, BJP, Congress, everybody is fighting their fight. But TRS has a great advantage because we have a lot of things to prove. Whatever we have done to our people, we have a lot of things to tell our people that we have done so. So we have a track record, and we are very hopeful that the track record will bring us back to power.
Okay, talking about the track record, ma'am, what are the main points on which you are seeking vote this time? Your party is out there. What is it that you're proud of, and you want to tell the people that this is what we have done and this is why you should vote for us?
See, the fundamental issue we have done is we have built brand Hyderabad. BJP was given an opportunity at the center. They failed to build brand India, but we have succeeded in building brand Hyderabad. Today, we are the 16th safest city in the globe, not in India. So to put Hyderabad there in the world map is not an easy task, but has been achieved by the visionary leadership of our KCR Garu. So we are going to tell our people the same thing. We want to keep it that way. We want to keep the city safe. We want to keep the city clean. We want to make sure there are roads. We want to make sure there are jobs. So we've been doing all that. And infrastructure wise, power wise, water wise, we are much, much better than any other city in India today. It's not my words, it is Mercer saying we are the contiguously fifth year, we are still the one of the best places to live in India. So these are the ratings of international agencies. I am saying we have a track record not verified by me, not verified by my troll followers or whatever, but verified by international agencies. BJP doesn't have anything like that. Now today BJP, if you want to question them about what happened to 2 crore jobs, what happened to 15 lakh rupees, what happened to the rupee value, what happened to the GDP, what happened to building brand India outside India, even these are questions they can't even answer. And even simple questions which they could have done, like bringing Vijay Mallya back, they couldn't do it. I mean, these are issues resonating in people's mind. So when a leader achieves something that he had promised, people will follow him, and we are hoping and believing that my leader KCR Garu, under his leadership, and Honorable Minister KTR Garu worked very hard in implementing the policies, and we are a successful city today. We would like to remain so.
Ma'am, if you talk about the manifestos, your party announced few stops. We saw BJP announce 25,000 flood relief and also free travel for women in metros and buses. Are these just promises, or do you think they will actually be able to fulfill in case they come to power?
See, we are a government, we are a party in power right now in the state. So whatever we have announced, we have a good deal of understanding of what we are announcing, what kind of toll it takes on the budget, but yet which are achievable. That is what we have announced, and this has been on cards for a long time. So the background to announcing free water here is based on the Delhi model. We've been studying it for a while, and that is why we've announced. Now, when BJP says free metro for women, I just want to ask them, you're ruling Bangalore, why don't you do that there first and then come back to Hyderabad and promise it? I mean, they have made promises like 25,000 for the flood relief here. We were already giving 10,000. They wrote letters to the EC, stalled them. Now they are saying they are going to come back to power and give 25,000. I'm only saying earlier you said the same thing. You'll come to power and give 15 lakhs. First give the 15 lakhs, then talk about 25 lakhs. So this is a kind of questions raised by common people, not only politicians like us, but common people today. So if BJP can answer them, I believe they'll have a chance, but they have no answer because they are very busy propagating Hindu-Muslim, propagating Ram Mandir, propagating Rohingyas, they've bought Jinnah, people we have done away with, people whom we want to, move forward in life with a positive attitude. They want to bring all those evils back to life. And that is not good for the fabric of Hyderabad. We realize that, and we will not let them do that.
We've seen that formula work in a lot of places in several other parts of India. Do you think that will resonate with the people of Hyderabad?
Well, because it has worked everywhere else, I don't think it will work in Hyderabad because we've always been different. In Indira Ji's wave, when the whole country voted for her, Telangana gave all the 17 seats to Telangana Praja Samiti at that point of time. So we've always been different with the country. In the Modi wave, twice, KCR Garu got the largest parliament seats from here in Telangana. So in any sense, Telangana has always been on its own ideology. Telangana people are very active politically, so they know, they have the understanding of things, and they will make a very good decision.
We're seeing some big names visiting Hyderabad, from Prime Minister Modi to JP Nadda to Yoginath. We're seeing a lot of people, Yogi Adityanath. What is your response to this? Do you think they are going all out to take on the TRS? And is TRS actually getting on the back foot because of these big guns?
No, I think it's good. Let all of them come here. Let all of them, speak more and more lies. Let all of them speak about issues that do not have any connection with the ground. Then people will understand how shallow BJP as a party is, how shallow their ideology is. Then I believe people will realize and vote for TRS more, because TRS, whatever TRS says, it delivers. Whatever BJP says in the country today, we have never seen in any state for them delivering anything. And the divisive politics, the way they hurt people, the way they divide people. People of Hyderabad have had enough struggle in their life. We are peaceful from past 6 years, and we want to be peaceful for the next years. So I do not think any big guns coming here will make any difference. But whoever is coming, I just want to request and tell them that, you should have come here when there were floods in Hyderabad. You should have come here when there was corona in Hyderabad. You should have come here when we were the new state. We were just struggling to, get up and walk on our own feet. We never had any help from the central government, despite being the new state, youngest state in this country. We never had any help in terms of any national projects, no incentives for any of the business growth, but yet we achieved everything. Today we have huge companies like Amazon investing in Telangana, not because of central government helps. It is because of the state government policies. So I'm only saying the people who are not with you when you were in difficult times, now they come and ask your vote. I don't think people are going to believe here. And Telangana and Hyderabad will vote in our favor.
Okay. We are seeing your star campaigner tomorrow going to address the people. What can we expect from that meeting? And we are hearing a very large crowd is expected. Any something that you can reveal from tomorrow's meeting?
No, I want to keep the suspense on. I really hope my Honorable Chief Minister is going to share the larger vision he has for the city tomorrow, and he's always been very communicative. He is very communicative with his people. So when he comes up, speaks to people, resonates very well with them. So we are hoping to see more and more announcements and win with a thumping majority.
Two more questions before I allow you to go. One is, the ex-council chairperson has joined the BJP. Very unlikely that people from the ruling party join another party. What do you have to say about this to the people?
Nothing. Now BJP is going to keep doing this Operation Akarsh and let them do it. Let them do it. We'll see. If leaders go, it doesn't mean people are going with them. If leaders go, doesn't mean Karyakartas are going with them. The life of any party is its Karyakarta. The life of any party is its admirers and people. So as long as they are with TRS, I think we won't have anything to lose.
My final question, ma'am. Hyderabad has always seen a very abysmal voting percentage. What is your message to the people of Hyderabad this coming election?
Well, I've always time and again appeal for the people to come out and vote in large numbers. This time we are making a special effort. The Karyakartas, the booth level committees, we've requested them to campaign for not only voting for our party but to just come out and vote in general. And luckily many young voters, they are very aware now. They want to come, they want to vote, they want to make their own decision. And I had a brief interaction with many youngsters the other day. They said, we are not going to listen to our parents, and this is a chance where we can do whatever we feel like. So I hope this young crowd comes out and votes in our favor. Thank you.
Wishing you all the best, ma'am. Well, that was MLC Kavita speaking to the News Minute and saying that she's extremely confident of her victory. And again, TRS will be winning the GHMC elections this time around. Reporting from Hyderabad, Paul Lumen for the News Minute.